So today is a watershed moment for the crypto space, and it is probably going to be remembered as the day the United States was onboarded onto crypto en masse. Some of you may be wondering what I'm talking about. Well, I'm making reference to Coinbase's launch of their own chain on Ethereum called Base, B-A-S-E. And this is not the same as Base Protocol, okay? Base Protocol is something unrelated to Coinbase's Base, their own chain, which is going to be built on top of Optimism, Ethereum's layer 2 scaling solution. Guys, this is huge. And while we await further news on when Base, which is being referred to as a super chain, will launch, this is bullish for the crypto space. So far, all we know is 2024 will be the launch year, but this announcement is still huge during this year, 2023. Yes, we do not have a Bitcoin spot ETF yet, but we now have a traded company on US stock markets with its own chain. Anyone who owns the Coinbase stock, ticker symbol COIN, C-O-I-N, now has a more direct exposure to the crypto market with these latest developments from Coinbase. And this is why we are now more bullish than ever. So should you. Keep watching. Hi guys, this is FD465.tv once more back with another video. And today we are going to bring you an update of our 15K to 600K portfolio challenge, something that has become customary by now. It is that time of the week again when we bring you another episode on our 15K to 600K portfolio challenge, where we share updates with our community. So following a week in which many within the crypto space have been salivating at the prospect of Bitcoin decoupling from traditional stock markets, how is our 15K to 600K portfolio challenge doing? In this week's update to our 15K to 600K portfolio challenge, with no new additions to report on. So here we go again. 6 crypto ecosystems, $2,500 worth of investment into each of those 6, with individual positions set at a minimum of $250 to be invested across a selection of projects. Now, starting this week's update with the Dotsama ecosystem, where we hold 3 positions as follows: RMRK, an NFT metaverse project on the Kusama network; Bit.country, another metaverse project also on the Kusama network, as well as Moonbeam, a parachain on Polkadot. In total, we have now invested $1,166.96 invested into these 3 Dotsama projects. Our overall position in Dotsama is now sitting at $1,174.29 at the time at which this video was recorded. Starting with Moonbeam, a smart contract parachain on Polkadot, we now hold 1,006.55 Glimmer tokens at an average cost price of 44.27 cents. In total, we have now invested about $445.63 into Moonbeam. Price-wise, last week's price was sitting at 45.52 cents. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $458.22. This week's price is sitting at 49.29 cents. Week-on-week percentage change, we are up by 8.3 on last week. Portfolio value this week is sitting at $496.18. Overall portfolio performance, we are up 11.09% or $49.53 in the green. Next up is Bit.country and its NEAR token, where we hold 803.89 units of the NEAR token at an overall cost of $242.19. With no new additions to our NEAR position, let's go straight to the weekly price movement. Last week's price was sitting at 22.44 cents. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $180.41. This week's price is sitting at 21.35 cents. Week-on-week percentage change, we are down by 5% on last week. Portfolio value this week is sitting at $171.67. Our overall NEAR position performance was still down by 30.35% or $74.81 in the red, and NEAR is still struggling here. Once again, guys, don't forget to stake your NEAR tokens for those Bit rewards. Bit, the utility token for the Bit.country ecosystem. I'm just saying because that's what I'm doing to earn additional rewards. We never know how much we're going to get in terms of rewards, and as and when the Bit token can be traded on DEXs as well as centralized exchanges. Next up is RMRK, where we currently hold 206.77 units of the RMRK tokens at an average price of $2.32, and all that at an overall cost of $478.88. Last week's price was sitting at $2.43. Last week's portfolio was sitting at $501.74. This week's price is sitting at $2.45. Week-on-week percentage change, we are slightly up on last week by 0.8%. Portfolio value this week, we are sitting at $506.37 at the point at which this video was recorded. Overall RMRK position performance, we are up by $26.46 or 5.5%, still in the green. Overall, our Dotsama ecosystem bundle is down by $7.33 or 0.6%. This is for all the 3 positions we hold within our Dotsama ecosystem position, which is part of our 15K to 600K public portfolio. Next up is AADAFinance, a lending and borrowing protocol on the Cardano blockchain. We have invested a total of $173.69 following the addition of new borrowable assets we highlighted in last week's video. There's something to smile about with AADAFinance, so maybe it's time we review our position and maybe make some additions. Anyway, let's jump on to some price reviews week on week. Last week's price for AADAFinance was sitting at 33.98 cents. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $55.01. This week's price is sitting at 42.19 cents. Week on week percentage change, we're up by 24.2% on last week, which is huge. This is AADAFinance we're talking about, a project that has been stuck at lower levels price-wise for quite a while. Anyway, portfolio value this week is sitting at $68.29. Overall portfolio performance, we are still down $105.92 or 60.8% down in the red. Next up, we jump into the Cosmos ecosystem where we hold positions in Akash network and Evmos, an inter-blockchain communication protocol or IPC. And starting with Evmos, our opening position was for 1,134.9 units of the Evmos tokens with an average cost price of 42.62 cents, all at a total cost of $483.69. Here is Evmos' token weekly price updates. Last week's price was sitting at 40.39 cents. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $458.34. This week's price is sitting at 37.46 cents. Week on week percentage change, we are down by 7.3%. Portfolio value at this moment in time, we are sitting at $425.08 at the point at which this video was recorded. Overall portfolio performance, we are in the red by $58.50 or 12.08% down. And as we highlighted last week, we are staking our Evmos tokens to earn some rewards, which will help generate some passive income that we can reinvest in Evmos itself or somewhere else. And in related news, Pangolin DEX, a DEX on Avalanche, will be launching on the Evmos blockchain, with the Pangolin DEX being treated as a public good and will be controlled by the Evmos community, which includes myself and whoever copied our move on Evmos. Stay tuned for further developments on this front and on this particular subject. Next up is Akash network, where we hold 1,083 AKT tokens with an average cost price of 23.19 cents, or at a total cost of $251.11, which we have invested with no new additions for this week in Akash network. Here is the AKT token weekly price movement. Last week's price was sitting at 54.53 cents. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $590.51. This week's price is sitting at 52.17 cents. Week on week percentage change, we are down by 4.5% on last week. Portfolio value this week is sitting at $565.02. Overall portfolio performance, we are in the green by $308.38 or 120% up. So our Akash position, we're well set. It's 120%. Yes, we could yet see some low prices, but as far as our gains are concerned, it will have to take a 50% drawdown for us to start thinking, okay, maybe this is going to be bad. We're still in a bear market, remember? Again, we are also staking our AKT tokens to earn some rewards, and at these prices, the rewards are looking very attractive. Are you staking your AKT tokens? As you may have witnessed recently during the latest price bumps, Akash network is showing some extraordinary strength. And if you can, please dive into Akashi to see what it's all about before you invest your hard-earned cash. But all I can say is it's currently looking very strong. Anyway, next up is NEARProtocol, an independent layer 1 crypto project with no new additions to our NEAR position for this week. Our average buying price remains $3.32 and we hold 56.43 NEAR tokens at a total cost of $187.99. Last week's price was sitting at $2.51. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $141.75. This week's price is sitting at $2.50. Week on week percentage change, we are down by 0.4% on last week. Portfolio value this week, we are sitting at $141.32. So a slight decline there. Overall portfolio performance, we are down by $46.33 or 24.68% in the red. As far as NEAR is concerned, guys, layer 1s are due their own pump soon, and NEAR could potentially be among the big winners or the big gainers when the time comes. Not financial advice, of course. Please do your own research all the time. Don't go with what a YouTuber says. Anyway, moving on to the Ethereum blockchain basket of our 15K to 600K portfolio challenge. Our 3 positions in Ethereum remain unchanged from last week, and these are VulcanForged and the PERP token, PerpetualProtocol and the PERP token, as well as RMRK.app and the RBN token. So starting with VulcanForged, a metaverse project on the Ethereum blockchain, where we own 102.81 units of the PERP token with an average unit price of $3.50 at an overall cost of $359.96 that we've invested to date. And with no new additions to our PERP token, let's jump straight to some price changes week on week. Last week's price was sitting at $4.02. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $413.08. This week's price is sitting at $3.83. Week on week percentage change, we we are down 4.7% on last week. Portfolio value this week is sitting at $393.65. Overall portfolio performance, we're still up $30.01 or 8.26% at the time of recording. By the time the video is posted or you watch the video, things may have changed, so you need to take some of these figures with a pinch of salt. Any thoughts on VulcanForged? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Is it one of your favorite positions, or if not, which one is your favorite metaverse project from the Ethereum blockchain? I know we've got the likes of Ethereum and so forth, but let us know what you think. Next up is PerpetualProtocol in the PERP token. Our initial position is for 1,000 units of the PERP token at an average price of 42.5 cents, and all that at an overall cost of $425. Price-wise, week on week, last week's price was sitting at 66.43 cents. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $664.43. This week's price is sitting at 85.72 cents. Week on week percentage change, we are up 29% on last week. No surprises here. This one is certainly going to be among the top performers within our 15k to 600k portfolio challenge. Yes, ignore what the whales do from time to time, where they manipulate the markets or it's a market maker of some sort. But PerpetualProtocol and the PERP token, they are certainly one of the strongest positions within our Ethereum basket. As you can see here with PERP, we have doubled our position. Now for some, this might be time to take profits, and remember that there are different ways of taking profits without actually losing your original position. Just don't be too greedy if you hold the PERP token. Mind you, some of the methods to take profit, they are too risky in case you miss a lower entry point. It's just something to think about. Some of our tactics and approaches will probably one day be sharing with a close-knit group of our community where we'll be discussing our moves. But first, let's prove that our efforts are worth the salt. As for our own position in PERP, our target is at the top of the next bull run, so there's a long way yet to go. Next up is RMRK.app and the RBN token, a blockchain protocol that provides users with sophisticated decentralized financial product or DeFi product. We opened our position with 1,111 units at an average price of 22.84 cents per each token, and all that came up to a total cost of $253.80. Last week's price was sitting at 24 cents. Portfolio value last week was sitting at $266.64. This week's price is sitting at 24.52 cents. Or week on week percentage change, we are up slightly by 2.1% on last week. Portfolio value this week is sitting at $272.45. Overall RBN position, we are up by $8.73 or 3.3% up. RMRK seem to be struggling among the Ethereum positions, and they seem to be stuck around that 22 cents mark. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a decent project? Let us know in the comment section. Anyway, our Ethereum basket is part of our 15k to 600k public portfolio, now stands at roughly $1,523.34, and we are up by 46.6% or $484.58, and by far one of the best performing baskets within our public portfolio alongside the Cosmos Network portfolio basket. Anyway, any thoughts to what we currently have in our Ethereum basket? Please comment below and let us know. So overall, the 15k to 600k portfolio challenge, the portfolio has seen $3,308.20 invested, and current portfolio value is sitting at $3,897.34. So we are up approximately $589 or 17.8% in the green, which is a positive. Things going well so far. Which project do you think we should add next to our 15k to 600k portfolio challenge? The 6 blockchains: Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Cosmos, NEAR, and Ego blockchain. Anyway, here is a gift for those who have bothered to watch the video all the way to the end. As I'm doing, please go check out Raydium, a Solana-based DEX, ticker symbol RAY, R-A-Y. That's a very interesting project. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. And this is also not a call for you to go and ape into Ray. It's a project we are currently researching, and based on our experience with Ray during the last bull run, we think it's quite interesting and it's got something to offer. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section. Until next time, guys, this is FD, your host for Sage5.tv, with your latest update for our 15k to 600k public portfolio challenge. Until next time, bye for now.